Very good morning to everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Let me thank TRT World for having me in this year's forum as well. Let me also congratulate TRT World on the success and the organizers on the success of this TRT World Forum. And I'm very happy to see that good friends of mine are also participating, many good friends to this forum, including former Foreign Minister of Malta, Evaris Bartelo. And he is a real expert of mediation and peace building. I have to recognize that as well. And I am really pleased to address you on a session that focuses on what we need the most today: conflict resolution and peace building. Conflict is a reality of human relationships. It is an integral part of our societies as well as international relations. After a brief period of calm and relief, international relations are again dominated by conflicts. We need resolution and mediation abilities to leave these testing times behind. Dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, we use two broad terms when addressing conflicts: conflict management and conflict resolution. Most people use these terms as identical concepts. Actually, there is a philosophical difference between them. The first school assumes that conflict cannot be resolved, but they can only be managed. It focuses more on containing the effects of conflict or crisis. It is more about de-escalation. The second school, on the other hand, believes that conflicts can be resolved. It focuses on the root causes rather than symptoms. While the first school focuses on short-term goals, the second has a long-term concern on how to resolve or prevent conflicts. Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, with the absence of a rules-based order, we witness an increasingly chaotic global landscape. We are in an age of crisis. During this period of systemic change, conflicts are also transforming. With technological advances and globalization, conflicts are more complex, multi-layered, and widespread. Parties, issues, responses, instruments of conflicts are in flux. We face classical wars, proxy wars, internal strife, asymmetrical and hybrid warfare, all at the same time. There are various frozen conflicts that continue to threaten peace. Actually, these are conflicts, resolution of which are frozen, not the conflict itself. Conflicting parties are weaponizing everything from sanctions to trade, from digital platforms to access to energy and food resources. Therefore, among the two approaches I mentioned earlier, we need a comprehensive approach to conflict resolution. For an effective conflict resolution, we need to focus on root causes, establish dialogue, rebuild trust, and demonstrate leadership, take risk and take action, have innovative methods, update our toolbox, and unite the power of academia and practitioners. We also need to strengthen multilateral responses because today's challenges require multiple partnerships. The United Nations Türkiye partnership on the Istanbul grain deal is a case in point that saved the world from a serious food crisis. Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, geography is destiny. Our geography taught us to always remain vigilant and be prepared for the effects of various conflicts. That is how we became a resilient society. No matter what happens, we do not fall, but move on. Surrounded by 60% of the global conflicts, including the frozen conflicts that I mentioned, we also know the value of mediation and conflict resolution. This is why we invested heavily in peace mediation. We are the only nation co-chairing 3 different groups of Friends of Mediation in 3 major international organizations: the United Nations, the OSCE, and OIC. Istanbul Mediation Conferences became the biggest annual global event, gathering mediation practitioners from around the world. We are training future mediators from various nations at our ministry in Ankara and here in Istanbul. From Somalia to Venezuela, the Balkans to Middle East, we also maintain a high profile as facilitator or mediator. Our efforts in the Russia-Ukraine war are recent examples. According to our experience, at the heart of a successful mediation effort lies trust, leadership, and ability to deliver. You say what you do, and you do what you say. Without President Erdogan's leadership in diplomacy, the extension of the grain deal or prisoners exchange wouldn't have been possible. Dear guests, ladies and gentlemen, there are 2 major views about the cause of conflicts. One relates conflicts to the scarcity of resources and power relations. According to this view, conflict is inevitable, as parties try to control a limited resource. But the second approach finds the cause of conflicts in perceptions. According to this view, parties believe that their goals cannot be achieved at the same time. Such conflicts are easier to address. The success of the mediator depends on the convincing parties that their disputes are more about perceptions rather than concrete issues. This is how we should act as well. We need smart and result-oriented approaches. We need to encourage the parties towards win-win formulas. We also should work hard and put out fires before they get out of control. Dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, with the butterfly effect, there are no local conflicts. We cannot afford to remain idle in the face of these challenges and threats. And for this, we need leadership and courage. Thank you very much for this opportunity.